warm welcome to all of you here to join a very interesting session on how we nurture creativity among our students through Genius Art at New Millennium School. I am Sampurna, who is coordinating the primary part of the Genius Art. And here are my team, Miss Antoinette and Miss Manju, who will be supporting me along with my students to take you across this journey of Genius Art. So basically, when I was maybe talking about Genius Art, we are directly relating it with innovation. What is innovation? It's a big thing that we came across during the year 2015 when His Highness Sheikh Khalifa declared 2015 as the year of innovation. We all got triggered how to implement this in our school. Where, when, why? There were many questions that came to us. So we had to start somewhere. So where? The first thing was, let's start with a small thing. And that gave birth to something called Genius Art. So in this Genius Art, we are setting a platform for our students to relate, come out of their textbook and create something, explore something, innovate something on their own. As teachers, when we teach, it can be any subject. We first go for our objectives. Okay, this grade, this objective has to be met. So we teachers are coming out with objective grade-wise. But we wanted a freedom for students to design and create their own objectives in the area they are willing to explore. So for me, Genius Art was the initial stage. It took up from maybe September last year. It grew with the apprehension in our hearts how to take it forward. So Genius Art is first step that we took once a week on every Thursday across all three phases. For us, we have kindergarten, primary and middle school. So we first took a step on creating leaders, a setting of leaders who will take us. We had an innovative leader across phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. Miss Antoinette leads phase 1, I lead phase 2. And this Manju is leading the phase 3. So I think I'll be more comfortable without a mic. So we had to set up with somewhere how to design this Genius Art. So we took out a very well-known 6 principles for Genius Art. Here Genius Art is basically giving freedom to students to design their own learning. So we are setting a platform but with 6 principles. And the first principle is a sense of purpose. What is our intention in generating this Genius Art? So we teachers, we leaders sat together and designed a purpose. We said we can't give just randomly a free time to students and say innovate. A student will go in any direction, but we need to have a purpose to motivate them to go in a right way. So what next? Next we went to design. Design can be in both the ways, for a teacher, for a student. A teacher designs depending upon the age criteria, where a student designs what they want to innovate, create. But how? So they inquire first. Teachers are just giving them a channel to inquire anything, any area they want to. By creating it's very simple. If I'm giving a topic and I set an objective, okay, this is what you have to meet. Students will do it right away. But if I say, okay, set your own curriculum, set your own platform, this is just a basic structure, grow from here. They create. I think the better ideas will come from my own kids. Then, when they create something, we want them to socialize. How? We have used a medium of Twitter, Facebook to showcase our students. We are celebrating our students' creation. So this was just the foundation that we laid. From here, we actually implemented those things. So let me now hand over to Antoinette, who will tell this idea how it grew phase by phase.
I will now take you across the journey of our kindergarten students in our genius hour. When we started it, we came up with the idea. We came up with various ideas, and we were brainstorming on like the various ideas of our kids' level, and we came to a conclusion. We came up with a simple idea of a dot. Our little children in the kindergarten created various things, as you can see, using the simple idea of a dot. We made a catapult. The children made a catapult. They made a popcorn. They made the map of UAE with seeds and the solar system using this simple concept. And when given the topic UAE, the children they created. They made a beautiful mosque out of cardboard, and they made a mosque out of cardboard, and with the help of newspaper, my class, they made the Burj Khalifa, and it was like really nice. The children were very happy after they constructed it. As part of the Genius Hour, we had the Deco Challenge, and we invited the parents as well as the children to come up with their own ideas and create something of their own, to innovate something of their own. And they have made various things using cardboard and plastic, recyclable materials. I will now like to invite Adnan, our kindergartner from our school, who made a catapult. He would like to share his experience of how he made it.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Adnan Taha. I am going to tell you how I made a catapult with my friend Ethan. First, we used 3 balls of clay, a spoon, and a rubber band. Use 3 sticks to make the base and a ball of clay on the top. We used a spoon and a rubber band to launch a small ball of clay. I enjoyed making the catapult with my friend. He had lots of fun when we made it. When I pulled the spoon back, the rubber band creates a tension and pushes the spoon forward with force. The more force you use, the further the ball of clay goes. Finally, I will end my speech with an interesting story. When my father was young, he used a catapult to hit mangoes. Thank you.
How you use the spoon to what? Yes, to launch it. Can I hold it here?
Pull the spoon back and the ball of clay goes flying.
Okay. Can you tell everyone, how can we use the catapult in modern times?
In modern times, catapults are used to launch fighter airplanes into the air in a very short distance.
How can you use your catapult which you made, Adnan? How would you like to use your own catapult which you made? How would you like to use it?
I'd like to use the catapult to hit mangoes just like my father.
Let us carry on our journey and see what happened in phase 2.
Hi once again. When it comes to phase 2, we generally target grade 1, 2, 3 and 4. So when we are talking about grade 1, 2, 3 and 4, the age criteria and the ideas we want the students to give might differ grade-wise. So what the initial plan was to take UAE as a focus point and give themes like when you look at grade 1, it was design your own room for your pet when you are living in a UAE. Second, when you go to grade 2, it's basically creating lampshades. Third, graders had to create a new transport system for UAE. Innovation says, create something that's not in use but should be helpful to the society or to the school. And in grade 4, students were given a topic called mechanics. where old toys were disassembled and they had to create a new toy or a car or a vehicle of their own choice. Creativity was a freedom given to them. They can explore, they can research, and they can design what they want. So now let me hand it over to my students who will share their experience with you.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm Sian from grade 4, and I would like to talk about the first Genius Art program that took place in our school. So I'll start with grade 1. The children from grade 1 had to creatively use their little minds to design a new home for their pets, which should have a lot of facilities to help their pets survive throughout the year. The children used materials like cardboard, plastic and thermocol to build a model of their designs. Some students even attached fake grass to their models to give their pets' homes a touch of nature. Genius Art gave the children an opportunity to think out of the box and left them very enthusiastic to work on their next project. Now that grade 1 is over, let's move on to grade 2. The children from grade 2 used all kinds of materials like cardboard, plastic, coconut shells, paper, etc. to create lampshades. They had a wonderful experience doing this. Moving on to grade 3, the children from grade 3 had some very innovative ideas in store for us. They created new transport systems for the UAE. A student designed an eco-friendly solar bus that absorbed the energy from the sun to use as fuel. There were cable cars, magnetic trains, and some other students created vehicles that could work on land, water, and on air using Lego blocks. This was one of their favorite topics. Last of all are the 4th graders, who disassembled old toy cars to create new ones that would actually work. Most of them were battery operated, while the rest used fans and balloons as propellers. The children could also build their models of cars based on important symbols of the UAE, like the falcon, for instance. Thank you. Now, I request my friend Nikhil to talk about the second Genius Art program for the primary grades.
Thank you, Sia. Hello, everybody. My name is Nikhil from grade 3, and I think we definitely need a platform to explore new areas, freedom to think and create something new, which we students can relate to. So, we had our Genius Art 2 on the theme Mock Deca Challenge, where the mystery item was plastic. Students from grade 1 to 4 had to create something new out of plastic, and in 2 weeks' time was given to do so. We were not bound to think in one direction. The ideas that were given were free-flowing. We had a friend who created a pencil box that looks like a train, in which different parts of the train are used to hold different stationaries. Spoon vases, flower pots, and so on without outcomes. For the students of primary, it was a challenge to think, and the ideas they gave were astonishing. Thank you. Over to you, Nikhil.
Thank you, Nikhil. By now, students got the idea of what was expected out of Genius Hour. We started thinking, parents got involved, and the bars of challenge were raised. Students took this challenge seriously and came out of their shell with creative outcomes. The third Genius Hour was again planned grade-wise. The students of grade 1 are now involved in making a story and characters of their choice with their teachers' help. They will be making a hand puppet show and will present it to the whole school. Similarly, the students of grade 2 are now making a story and characters of their choice. they will be making a story out of shiny puppets and will present it to the whole school. But when we talk about grade 3, thoughts change. Here, boys are making outfits for their favorite superhero. Some have already come out with a sketch and have named them too. Whereas girls are making dresses for their favorite Barbie doll with any material of their choice. Now, let's move on to the next grade. There is nothing else than board games for us. So the challenge for us 4th graders were to create board games and set the rules and do's and don'ts of the games. We will present all of these outcomes and the best will be rewarded. Thank you.
Basically, our intention here was to give freedom to students to create. So it can be board games, it can be designing costume to their superheroes or Barbie dolls, to design a new vehicle transport system for UAE or anything. But the intense reaction that we got from students was not expected. If you walk through the corridors, we see so many things newly invented, created with the parent help, by the teachers and students together as a team, and the outcome was very visible. Now, since we have covered phase 1 and 2, let's move ahead for phase 3.
Thank you, Sampurna. A warm good afternoon to all of you. My name is Manju. I'm handling the Genius R session for middle school. Genius R at the rate NMS in middle school has truly, in essence, been an hour of innovation, inductiveness, and novelty. The theme 1 in middle school was named as Unaccounted and Unacknowledged. Students of grade 5 and 6 participated in this. The theme was, this theme was actually based on 45 martyrs of UAE being killed in Yemen. This theme actually made students to explore and do research on international issues. The outcome of these themes were supposed to be presented as learning technologies like Padlets, Prezis, PowerPoint presentations. And it was really amazing to see that students came up with movies on outcomes, how to reduce or to overcome the refugee crisis. I would like to take you through a movie made by Krishank, Master Krishank, who is here doing, helping us with our technology, as well as Master Hugo of grade 6, who actually made a very good movie on refugee crisis. Now I'll take you to a video where they are sharing their views when they went through the making of this particular movie.
So, my friend Krishank and I made a video on refugee crisis. I saw many sources of suffering, and I saw pictures of people who had to walk miles through their planes and lots of other things. Now, from when we were researching about the refugee crisis, we saw a lot of pictures and videos about how people wanted to travel to a safer place, dying along the way, or died when they get there. They either are not sure falling into water or they die along the way. But if they made it, they would die in the food or water. And we believe that this problem is very important. So we made a video to raise awareness of this. I hope the video will raise awareness to this.
That was Krishank of grade 6. I think the audio was not that clear. Yeah. They actually made a video, a movie, where they came up with outcomes where they could, how the students could contribute to reduce the refugee crisis, the one that is current in burning. So, since we have a short of time, we have not planned to show you the movie because it's a 7 minutes movie. So taking you through the phase 3, the grades 7 and 8, where the theme for them was robotics and drones. The students of grade 7 and 8 actually got an opportunity to explore how robotics and drones could be benefit to human mankind. And to this note, I would like to introduce Master Samat Kanduri of grade 8 who is with us. He is going to share one of his design that he was successful in making during the Genius Hour. He named his design or the prototype as RoboStick. Taking you to Master Samat Kanduri.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning to all, good afternoon to all present here. I am Samat Kanduri from 8B. This is a project made by me and my friend Omkar. We got the opportunity to do this project with the help of the Genius Hour platform, in which students are given time to innovate and invent. We couldn't have done this without proper aid from teachers and help from devices. Moving on to the basic design, this is just a prototype of the real idea. The main body of our design is made out of a PVC pipe. We chose a PVC pipe because of two reasons. First of all, it's quite light, and second of all, it's hollow, so all the wirings can go through the PVC pipe. Second are the wheels. The wheels help the blind person avoiding small bumps on the road. The third part is the ultrasonic sensor. One eye sends ultrasonic waves while the others receive them, therefore detecting the obstacles in front. When the ultrasonic sensor detects any obstacles in front, the handle of the stick starts vibrating, which alerts the blind person. We have also made a YouTube video on our design or the prototype, and the link of the video is given on the screen. Thank you.
Thank you, Samar. The interest level for robotics and drones in middle school was so high that the school thought of enrolling a session on robotics, which has been happening simultaneously during the Genius Hour. You can have a silent read of the procedures as well as the things happening during the robotics session in the slide. I would like to add to this that 40 middle school students have enrolled into the robotics session, and I'm happy to say that 40 students enrolling into robotics session is the highest number that have ever enrolled across all the schools in Dubai. The theme 2 for Genius Hour for middle school was the Deca Idea Challenge, which is where a mystery material like cardboard was introduced, where the children had to come up with innovative ideas. And it was delightful to see that a throwaway material was reinvented, created into a product that can be used for a longer period of time. I have with me grade 8 student Tanisha Pradhan, who will share her views how Genius Hour has helped her to take her participation in the Deca Oscars.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. My name is Tanisha Pradhan, and I'm here to share with you my experience during the Deca Challenge. Our school decided to take up the Deca Challenge for the first time last year. The whole challenge is based on making something out of almost nothing. It encourages creativity, critical thinking, and innovation amongst young minds. The challenge has a very different way of working when compared to usual competitions. 8 days prior to the deadline, all participants are given a mystery object, and last year the mystery object was cardboard. Now, the challenge was to make something sustainable that people can use out of cardboard. Me and my team took the first 2 days to brainstorm all possible ideas as to what we could make. There were many aspects to consider as people were actually going to see this and see if it would be useful to them in their daily lives. We had to also see if it was convenient and accessible. We settled with a solar cooker, which we decided would be useful to people in areas with limited or no electricity. Our team was one of the few teams that got to go to the DECA Oscars, which was for all the finalists. And over there, we saw other schools participating in the same competitions and making countless things with the materials as simple as cardboard. It was a very refreshing and educating experience for us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanisha. As you can see on these slides, the students came up with wonderful ideas like iPad covers, solar cooker. They came up with wall hangings and so many other items with cardboard, which was just a throwaway material. Now, simultaneously, when the Genius Hour was happening, there was a very interesting competition that came in place, that is the Social Innovation Challenge. I have a student with me, Miss Ria Varani, who is actually a winner in this particular competition. She will share with you how Genius Hour in NMS has helped her to take away to this competition and win a prize.
Thank you, ma'am. It isn't all over. Everything is not yet invented. The human adventure is yet beginning. Good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself. I am Ria Vyani of Grade A, and today I would like to share my personal experience being a participant and a winner at the Social Innovation Challenge. The Social Innovation Challenge gives a great opportunity to think innovatively and out of the box. Students from more than 10 schools across the bar had come to James Wellington Academy, Silicon Oasis, for this competition. When we went there, we had 5 categories to choose from. We chose Intel, and the topic was, how could we improve air quality? We had about an hour and a half to research, discuss with our team members, and to prepare either a PPT or oral speech. Our main concept was that the gases emitted by the automobiles are affecting the environment. So why not make a change in cars? So our idea was to store a glass compressor under a car and to turn the exhaust pipe inwards so that the gases emitted are to be stored in the compressor. When the car works, it gets heated up and the gas changes into carbonic acid. And later on, that carbonic acid is converted into a useful fertilizer and it is mixed with the soil as a fertilizer. We won the second prize, and I hope our prediction is beneficial to mankind in the future. And this competition is interlinked with Genius Hour as both freshen young minds and train us to think critically and logically. Thank you.
So you can see that overall, Genius Hour at NMS, across all the phases, phase 1, 2 and 3, was really phenomenal. It helped the students to change their minds' perspectives. It actually gave them to look in a different view, think critically, as well as come up with ideas which could be useful for the human mankind. This is a teacher from NMS, Blossom, who is sharing her views on Genius Hour. sorry, there is some audio problem. So this is something that NMS has taken a step to bring innovation, bring a change so that students they come out of the box and think critically. So, any questions regarding this?
When do you do your Genius Hour? Do you do it once a week, or do you?
We have once a week, every Thursdays. The first 1 hour is Genius Hour.
Okay.
It happens in all the 3 phases. Simultaneously, there is a robotic session also happening.
Okay. My question is, there was a mention of free flow as well going on. So how does that work? That you have a free flow of lessons and you have a Genius Hour.
We have just cut down 5 minutes from all the lessons and given exclusively for Genius Hour,
Okay.
where students are given ideas, but the outcome is actually their way of thinking and bringing things ahead.
Because I think it's a good idea. It's just for me personally, I find it's very difficult to take away time from teaching standalones, etc., to accommodate for it, because there's certain benchmarks that you have to fill, etc., 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 etc.
I very well agree with you,
I'm
but
wondering where to find
as
the time. And I'd love it, but
Yeah.
I'm wondering
Actually, if I'm observing my students, it's not only teacher and the student. We have a huge parental support. When I'm talking about the little ones, even high graders are able to independently think.
Yeah.
Whereas when I come to the grade like KG or 1 and 2, they need a push, they need a direction.
So how do you do that?
That's why we just give a theme. We look at their age criteria. They are very relating to their pet animals, so we choose themes such that it's related to them. And we also mail parents with the flyer. Students prepare a flyer and they send it to parents during the weekend and say that sit with your child, talk to him about this project and see where that leads and communicate it to us. It's like 3-way talking going on simultaneously.
But then do they do the project at school, or do they bring it home?
Yes. The ideas are like parents are giving their inputs.
They come load.
Yeah, and they come to us and we do it in that 1 hour. The materials are coming from home, the support system from home, and we together do it during our Genius.
So how many such hours do you give? Like
Once
a week?
Yeah, once a week.
To do one particular project?
Depends upon the topic we have given. So like the first thing that took us 3 weeks, the first project. The second project winded up into 2 weeks. The third project, because we have lots of sports day and annual day going on, so it's stretched up to 3 weeks. So it's depending upon the kind of project we are giving them and the time the students need time to handle studies and this kind of project. So our time span depends upon the ongoing things.
But does the brainstorming happen at school, or does it happen at home?
Yes. The first Genius Hour, when we set a topic,
Yeah.
the first period of the Genius Hour is only happening by inquiry. We students, we throw the ball to them and they decide, okay ma'am, though I am a girl, I want to have a superhero costume designed by me. Fine, fair enough, you go ahead. So we are only brainstorming during the first Genius Hour session. Then they list down what they want and I say them, why don't you sit and decide what kind of color combinations you want. So the first period is basically introducing them to the concept. They go home because it's Thursday, they have Friday and Saturday to go over it. And when they come next week, they're fully set for that preparation.
Is that in replacement for an SAT, or is that just something separate from?
It's completely a new thing.
It happens group-wise or individual students?
It's students' choice. Like some people, we prefer individual thinking because there might be clashes. We want this color, we want this material, we want this kind of bus. Some might say magnetic train, some might say solar bus. So it's students' choice whether they do want collaborative work or an individual. We are giving them the full freedom.
And they have to bring the material.
Yes.
You don't know.
They do, because too much asking for materials will be very difficult for us to provide, whereas they are very willing to get it. So students are
How are you selecting the topics?
we all, the heads, the teachers, we all sit together and we think, because I might not be aware of what grade 1 needs. So that teacher might give me an idea. So grade 2 gives an item, then we chop out on the one thing that is solved the most of, and then we set it up.
We also bring our involved.
Students might give too many items, and it was very difficult for us to,
Actually, the students are also involved. We have student council members also involved. We give them the complete platform to decide, and then as a collectively we come up with themes, and we also stick on to the themes that is happening currently, so that the students get involved into the issues. And RoboStick is something that is exclusively designed by someone. It is his own idea, but Robotics was one session that happened and was a theme designed in school. So students themselves are also coming forward with their own creations.
Excuse me, who are the subject leaders responsible? Who are the subject teachers responsible for this?
All collectively. We don't
How
have
do you do it actually in that particular hour? Do you give the theme for the whole phase, and then the students, according to what activity they are going to choose, they like?
We have a homeroom teacher constantly in our
Okay.
school. So that teacher is
Up to what grade do you
responsible for
have a
that
homeroom
grade.
teacher? Up to what grade do you have a homeroom?
To higher grades.
Oh really?
Yeah.
We have a homeroom class. So the first 1 hour, the homeroom teacher is there available to do all the needful things that all the support.
In grade 8, what a handle teachers, what are the subjects?
It's not subject wise. We introduce the day with the homeroom, where students come out with the attendance part, and the social interaction between the student and the teacher happens during that 15 minutes in the morning. So on Thursday, instead of 15 minutes, we are stretching it to 1 hour.
It's like a class teacher.
Yeah, it's like a basic class teacher.
But then we don't have the class teacher moving around. It is we have the students moving from transition from one class to another. Advantage in the sense that they are not sticking on to four walls. They are socializing. They have an exercise moving around. So it's like not just into the four walls, completely into subject.
So every period will be more.
Yeah, that's one class. So they have a homeroom class where genius artists is.
Thank you, one and all. Pleasure.